What's going to be special about today's vlog? We'll be spending the entire day in the Haram area. After praying all the 5 prayers of the day in the Haram, we will spend some time doing the extra tawaf. We'll visit the shopping center, and if you're traveling with kids, I will also show you the child care center, which can help you focus on your prayer while your child is safe in the child center. We'll end the vlog by spending some time at Jabal Omar next to the Address Hotel, which has the highest prayer room. Let's begin. Bismillah. So we'll start the day with Fajr prayer, going to a local mosque instead of the Haram, because this time I'm staying at a hotel where it takes approximately 25 to 30 minutes to reach the Haram. So I prefer going to the mosque, which is right outside the hotel. And this is actually one of the advantages of staying at Mercure. I've done a detailed video on Mercure Hotel Azizia. You can also go and check that out. This is the beautiful mosque, which is right outside the reception. And let's go inside. One of my favorite experiences traveling to Saudi is exploring the local mosques in different cities. It's a great experience. You get to experience the local culture. And another most important thing is you get to pick a lot of things about how to practice your deen by visiting these local mosques. MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. This is the beautiful view from the hotel room. You can see the road and the sun is about to rise. This is a perfect place to do early morning dhikr. And you can just spend some time here munching on your breakfast, sipping a cup of coffee, or just pondering upon Allah's creation. Now it's time to head to the Haram, and the shuttle service which the hotel provides is right outside. So the shuttle keeps waiting for you at designated times, which I've covered in my previous vlog, so you can go through it. Let's enter this beautiful bus and head to the Haram for Dhuhr. I would also recommend boarding the bus on time, otherwise you would not get space to sit. So from this spot it takes exactly 10 to 12 minutes to reach the Haram area or the praying area, so you can plan accordingly. 15-20 minutes ride to the Haram and then another 12 minutes walk to the praying area. The Haram teaches you patience, it teaches you humility, and it also teaches you gratitude. You see a lot of elderly pilgrims who waited a decade for this journey, and you see some young children making memories they will carry for the rest of their lives, and you realize that every opportunity to worship is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of my favorite things to do in the Haram is simply sit, no rush, no meetings, no notifications, just time with the Quran, time for reflection and time to reconnect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, if you're interested in booking an Umrah package, I'm sharing the details of one of the providers which I've been using constantly in my previous visits. They are based out of India, in Delhi. You can utilize their services, you can give them a call. The details are right here. I'll also add the details in the description below. The closer you get to the Haram, the more noise of the world starts to fade. The worries that you carried from home, the stress that you brought with you. Abraj shopping center. I'm just pointing it out. You can see the black kiswa. As I walk towards the praying area, I try to remind myself not to rush these moments. Sometimes we are so focused on reaching a destination that we forget to appreciate the journey Allah has already allowed us to experience. And these moments, walking through Makkah, are moments I know I will always miss when I leave from here. One thing I've learned in Makkah is that preparation really helps you focus on worship, when small things like footwear, hydration, navigation are taken care of, your mind is free to focus on what you came here for. That is your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if this is your first Umrah, remember that Haram can feel overwhelming in the beginning. The crowds, the different entrances, the walking paths, everything can feel unfamiliar. Give yourself time to understand the place. After a day or two, you naturally learn about the routes, timings, and where you feel most comfortable. And this is the perfect view of the Kaaba. I'll let you soak it in. Okay, time to do some voluntary or additional tawaf. So this is something which a lot of people probably would not know, that once you're done with Umrah and you're staying in Makkah, make it a practice of doing some voluntary tawaf every day. This is a voluntary act of worship. So now the prayer is over. Now it's time to head to the mall, which is right next to the Haram, which is called Abraj, where you could find all the essentials. And if you need to shop any gifts for your family members, or if you want to eat, have lunch, dinner, all the restaurants which you can think of are available under Abraj. Let's go inside. There's also a child daycare center, which can be really helpful for families traveling with young children. Let me show you around. And right in front of me is the clock tower. Clock tower is one of the most recognizable landmarks of the city, but the true landmark of Makkah is the Kaaba, a house that has been direction of worship for generations of believers. And this is the beautiful clock tower. So let's go inside and let's check the shopping area. So this is where you have all the restaurants and the shops, anything that you require. This is the place to be. There's also a grocery store right on the top, and there is Bin Daoud on the ground floor. Plus there are multiple coffee shops. And this is what a lot of families, I'm sure you must be waiting for this part of the video. There is a child care center over here. It's probably on the second or the third floor. It's very easy to locate once you get inside the clock tower. And it's called Sand Beach Child Center. So you can leave your child over here while you want to focus on your ibadah. And let's look at the main entrance. So this is the entrance where you can drop your children off, and then you can go back to the Haram and then come back and pick them up. And this is the famous Abraj Avenue. This is like a store where you can buy all the perfumes, and that's the food court. There are 2 floors on the food court. There's section 1 and section 2. It's a multi-cuisine food court, which makes it very easy for you to find your local food: Indonesian, Indian, Pakistani, Arabic. And now it's time to head out. Let's go outside to the other section of the Haram area. One of the most beautiful things about Makkah is that how it reminds you that no matter where you come from, how much wealth you have, or what status in this world you hold, inside the Haram, everybody is equal and everybody is a guest of Allah. For those of you who are planning to go for the first time, this is another excellent place to pray in the Masjid al-Haram. This is the rooftop of the Masjid. Subhanallah, the view is amazing from here. Now I'm heading to the newly renovated Jabal Omar. This has been done, I think, in the last 1 or 2 years. And look who's here to welcome us. As I walk through Jabal Omar area, it's hard to imagine how Makkah has changed over the years. What you see today, these hotels, shopping areas, and these modern buildings, was once a hillside neighborhood overlooking the Haram. One of the biggest advantages of staying in Jabal Omar area is convenience. After a long journey, especially for families with children or elderly parents, being close to the Haram can make a huge difference. What may seem like a short walk on the map can feel very different during peak praying times, especially in the heat. And that's why many pilgrims choose this area, although this is slightly on the steep side when it comes to the hotel price. But it allows you to maximize the time and worship and minimize physical strain of traveling back and forth. And when you look around, you'll notice something beautiful. Every person walking in these streets is carrying a story. Some have spent years saving for this journey, some have waited decades for this moment, and now all of them are just a few steps away from the house of Allah. Now, this place might look like just another hotel district in Makkah, but if you stop for a moment and watch these people around you, you'll realize something special. Many of these pilgrims have dreamt about this walk for years. Some made dua for this journey after every salah, and some weren't even sure if they would ever be able to come here. Yet today they are here, walking on the same streets, heading towards the Haram. And it's a reminder that when Allah invites you to His house, He creates a way that no human being can ever have imagined. The hotels may be impressive, the buildings may be modern, but none of that is why people come to Makkah, because a few minutes from here is the sight that changes the heart, that is the Kaaba. With this, the Isha prayer is over and the prayer for the day is done. Alhamdulillah. I make dua for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invite you very soon. If you're new to this channel, inshallah, I'll be posting more videos from Makkah and Jeddah very soon. So if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do that. JazakAllahu Khayran. Assalamu alaikum.